Good day, beloveds. Are you struggling with acid reflux? Well, today I'm going to be talking about 3 essential oils for you to try if this is your concern. If you're new here, welcome. I am Danny, aromatherapist and social worker, and I marry the two to help our overall quality of life and well being. So, welcome. Thank you, beloved. This is our fourth essential oil spotlight series. If you haven't seen our first three, I encourage you to do so. Today, we're going to be talking about acid reflux and the 3 essential oils to try to help with relieving that discomfort. And we're also going to mention one honorable mention essential oil. So stay tuned. So let's get right into it. So, what 3 essential oils are we talking about today? Well, let me tell you. First off, we're going to be talking about lemon essential oil. I have spotlighted this essential oil on my channel before, but today we're talking about using it for this concern. Let me tell you a little bit about lemon essential oil. Lemon essential oil is good for or known to be used for as a digestive aid, right? It's also known to be an antioxidant. Okay. So antioxidant meaning protecting cells from damage. And it also relieves intestinal gas pain, which means it's carminative. That's a key word that you want to see. Anything related to the stomach to help with. So when you're looking at essential oils, you want to see the word carminative, and I should have it spelled out here. That being said, acid reflux. What is the clinical definition of it? It's like, okay, this is essential oil, but what is it? You might not even heard of it. So let me back up a minute. So acid reflux is a condition in which the stomach acid repeatedly flows back up into the tube connecting the mouth and the stomach, called the esophagus. It's often called GERD, G-E-R-D for short. The backwash is known as acid reflux, and it can irritate the lining of the esophagus. So, going back to the lemon essential oil, it is known to help with that. Being it is carminative, it helps with those intestinal gas pains that might be associated with GERD or acid reflux. All these essential oils that we're talking about, we are talking about using them in on topically. Okay, some essential oils like lemon, for example, have been used internally, like in a tea or something like that. But I encourage you to talk to your doctor prior to doing so. Again, this information does not permit to cure or diagnose anything, but you want to be safe. So, talking to your healthcare professional, particularly if you're taking medications, you don't want any sort of interactions with medications and or some other condition that you may have that you shouldn't use it for. So, you know I'm all about the safety, okay? So I'm going to read the safety notes for lemon essential oil. I mentioned the highlights, now I'm going to mention the safety. So the safety notes for lemon essential oil, it is considered to be phototoxic, meaning avoid direct exposure to the sun or tanning booths for 12 hours after use on the skin. So in this situation, if you're going to use it on the skin, you would be, putting it in the area as needed, right? On your stomach. However, unless you're going to be in the sun, which you maybe you're going to sunbathe or something like that. So I could be completely wrong. So if you're going out in the sun, you're planning to sunbathe or be in a tanning booth, then certainly take heed to these warnings, okay? So that's the first essential oil, lemon. The second one is peppermint. You may have heard me talk about peppermint if you watched any of my videos. And let me tell you a little bit about peppermint. So peppermint is known to help reduce bloating and gas. Okay, you see me looking at my notes here. You see me looking down. And it's also known to help relieve pain. Again, relieve pain, that word analgesic. That's what you want to look for when you're trying to get rid of some discomfort or pain, something of that nature. So, what are the safety notes for peppermint essential oil? Let me read them to you, share them with you, and that's why you always want to do your due diligence with knowing what safety notes are for an essential oil. Case in point, peppermint is not recommended for children under the age of 2. Used in moderation, it is non-toxic and non-irritating, typically. It's not recommended for those who suffer from atrial fibrillation, and is not recommended for use in conjunction with homeopathic remedies as it may neutralize the benefits. Lastly, use cautiously with high blood pressure. And having said that, read these essential safety notes, then you want to be mindful when you're choosing an essential oil, not to be picking it up. Oh, this smells good. I think I'll just use this one. No, there's more to it than that. And I'll get to that in a moment. The third essential oil is ginger. You may have had the ginger, the plant, the root, grated ginger. Well, essential oil, ginger it is. So ginger helps with anti-nausea, okay? And it also has antispasmodic properties. You say, well, why is that good? I'm going to get there. So being having antispasmodic properties means it relieves spasms in that area for which it may cause from the acid reflux, for example. But that being said, ginger essential oil safety notes are it's non-sensitizing, non-toxic, and non-irritating, except in high concentration. So when we're talking about essential oils, when you're wanting to use essential oils, 1 drop or 2 drops or whatever the instructions read, follow to the T. Getting from a reputable source, right? You always want to do your due diligence. But that being said, more is not better. So if it says 1 drop, it means 1 drop. Because they're concentrated, sometimes 1 or 2 drops is all you need. So follow heed to the instructions. And the other safety note is may cause sensitization in some individuals. So you might be sensitive to it. Some essential oils are not for everybody. You might have a skin irritation, you might not like the smell, whatever the case might be. So that was number 3. So we had lemon, peppermint, and ginger. Then I have one more honorable mention essential oil, marjoram. You may have heard me talk about marjoram essential oil in 2 of the previous 3 videos that I've done thus far, where I'm talking about helping with abdominal pain and aches in particular. Well, marjoram also can be utilized for acid reflux in the same way. So you hear me talk about different essential oils across all these A to Z essential oil spotlight series that I'm doing for challenges from A to Z, that is. But you might be saying, okay, I'm on the A's right now, right? You may have a concern that starts with an L. Well, I'm going to get there, beloved, in due time. However, if you want to know about using essential oils, like the foundation of an essential oil that you might be wanting to try for a particular health challenge, I encourage you to watch my masterclass, 5 things to consider before using essential oils. It is the foundation for which you can look at how will you use essential oils and going forward, right? The masterclass is free, and I'll leave a link in the description for that. I have catered the masterclass, which I did. Now it's recorded for my social workers and counselors. However, it can be utilized by all individuals who want a natural wellness in their wellness cabinet, right? And you want to use essential oils or try to use them, all right? But if you're a social worker or counselor out there, then definitely check out my online course for you, designed for you, particularly because we do so much. In this caring profession, we give so much of ourselves, and we need that self-care Yeah, just as much. There are other professions, don't get me wrong, but this high pressure profession where everybody is who comes to you has a concern for which you're trying to help them navigate through can be taxing. You can get compassion fatigue. You can be simply stressed out. Seriously. So that being said, if you think that that's something you would like to jump right into, I'll leave a link to the description to my online course, from Aroma Buds and Blossoms. Has two packages, one for professionals and one for beginners, right? And in that online platform, you also see the link to my masterclass and a bonus if you're interested in learning more about using essential oils, um, making your own DIY projects. So, that being said, thank you very much for watching. Stay tuned for the next series in the Spotlight series where we're going to be talking about using essential oils for acne. And as always, as I say on my channel, let us continue to learn, grow, and share together naturally. Until next time, beloveds, God bless you and I love you. Bye bye for now. Oh, I almost forgot. I wanted to show you. Ending my live, but that's okay. Peppermint essential oil. So I use a big bottle of essential oil, but you certainly don't need a big bottle of it. You can use a 10 milliliter bottle, which is typically, which I would show. I just happen to have that large bottle of peppermint. I also have a large bottle of lemon essential oil. Again, I'm an aromatherapist, so I use a lot of essential oils. And from all of my DIY projects, when I'm using aromatherapy to making things for other individuals, right? You don't have to have a big bottle. Full transparency, I am with an essential oil company. I'll leave a link in the description if you think of it something you want to look more into and purchase for yourself. Feel free to do so. I'll leave a link in the description. But if you're thinking, okay, I don't want to commit to even a 10 milliliter bottle of essential oils, no worry, I have a company for you. I'll leave a link to a company in the description where you can get samples of essential oils in a 1 milliliter bottle. You might have seen the 1 milliliter bottle, like when you go to the perfume counter at a department store and they give you a little sample. I don't know if they're still doing that these days, but you'll get a little sample on a card. Well, this essential oil company definitely provides you with samples. You can purchase samples. You don't even have to purchase one of their essential oils. If you're thinking you want to try it but don't want to commit to a big bottle, then I would recommend that you start there. Okay, so I'll leave a link to that. And last but not least, I have a little sample bottle of ginger. This actually had come from a larger bottle for which it was poured into these. So this is a 2 milliliter bottle, but you would have to purchase this on your own. This type of bottle. I haven't run across companies that offer little 2 milliliter bottles like this already with the essential oil in it, but you can certainly make your own. But again, I'll leave a link in the description for a company that does offer 1 milliliter bottles, so you can get your feet wet and you can say, okay, I'll try this and see how I like it. See if it works for me. You might have irritation. You might not want to use it because I'm talking about using essential oils topically, right? If you want to learn more, definitely feel free to reach out to me. And with that being said, let me you can find me I'm also on Instagram, Natural Ally Danny, or naturallyd@gmail.com. So as always, again, it's my absolute pleasure. God bless you and I love you. Until next time, beloveds, bye-bye for now.